Well, hey there, I am Arthur Morris, and I can help you to become a better bird photographer. For best results, join me on an instructional photo tour. I was out at Alafaya Banks Sunday past with my good friend James Shadle aboard his pontoon boat. We got in the water, and we had some pelicans coming in. This is a sort of greeting as they come into the nest with the bill pouch distended. Then I discovered a remarkable situation with breeding plumage white ibises with the big gular sacs. Only see that for a few days during breeding plumage. And I started off working with the 600mm lens. You can see the EXIF up here. Then I switched to the 200 to 600 Sony handheld. Did a better job of getting the birds in the middle of the frame with the shorter lens. Now this guy's almost directly overhead, and the shadow here and the shadow here bug me a little, but we have a beautiful pose, and those shadows can easily be lightened. Unlike the shadow on the black-crowned night heron in the blog the other day, that was a much darker shadow than the one here. That was on the near wing. Another shadow here, just a little bit, easy to lighten. But with the wind behind us and the birds coming right at us and the sun behind us, we were able to get lots of images with no oppressive shadows. Got a bunch of wings down flight shots. Unfortunately, none of them with the big gular sac. Another beauty, 200 to 600. Notice shutter speed 3200, ISO 500, lots of light. And lots of the birds were turning their heads in flight, almost as if they were looking at us. This guy had a huge waddle, the gular sac, flopping around. And it was pretty much of a dead slaughter. I sort of like this pose with the primaries on the near wingtip curled up. Nice. Look at the beautiful even lighting on the underwings. And here's the next frame in the same tenth of a second. And of this and this, I definitely prefer the second one. The bird's head is up a little bit more, the bird's bigger in the frame, and the lighting's beautiful, and it's got a few more clouds in the background. Notice when you're almost directly overhead, the sky gets bluer. I wish this wing were just down a little bit more, but still pretty spectacular. A beauty with a nice cloud, beautiful even lighting on the underwings. And this one, I wasn't sure if I loved it or hated it, but I decided to optimize it for the blog with a bit of a crop. Took me a while to keep the color right. First I made one too red, then I made one too yellow. This one, as far as the color, pretty much perfect. And notice with the Sony A1 files, you can do a huge crop with impunity. Anyway, take a look at the IPT page. Join us at Fort DeSoto. Join me in Jacksonville, or San Diego, or better yet, Homer, Alaska for lots of bald eagles. Be safe. Love you much. Cheers. Artie.